Trinidad and Tobago, eh? Two little dots on the map, but boy do they pack a historical punch. Long before any European fella set foot here, it was the Amerindians who called these islands home. We talking about tribes like the Caribs and Arawaks. These folks were living the good life, fishing, farming, and liming. Now, when I say liming, I don't mean sipping cocktails on the beach, though knowing island life, maybe they did. It was all about community, relaxing and enjoying life. They had their own cultures, languages, and beliefs, a whole world before Columbus showed up, lost as usual. But hey, that's a story for the next chapter. Hold tight for now, and let the Caribbean breeze carry you away, or at least to the next paragraph. 1. Picture this. You're chilling on the beach, sun is shining, waves are crashing. Suddenly, some ships appear on the horizon, and not the friendly kind. Yup, it's Columbus and his crew, here to discover what was never lost. Talk about bad timing. So began the Spanish era, and it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. The Spanish, bless their souls, were mostly interested in one thing: gold. They weren't too keen on sharing either. Disease spread, traditional ways of life were disrupted, and things got a little, shall we say, complicated. But the Amerindian spirit, much like a good rum punch, is not easily diluted. They resisted, they adapted, and they left their own mark on these islands. Stay tuned, because the story's just getting started. Fast forward a bit, and the Spanish grip on the islands started to slip. The once dominant Spanish forces found themselves struggling to maintain control over the increasingly restless population. The islands, rich in resources and strategically located, became a coveted prize for other European powers. The winds of change were blowing, and the Spanish could feel their hold weakening with each passing day. Enter the British, always up for a game of empire building. They saw an opportunity and seized it with both hands. The British, with their well-trained soldiers and superior naval power, quickly established their presence. They raised their flag, signaling a new era of colonial rule. The British were not just interested in the land, they were interested in the economic potential that the islands held. They took over Trinidad, while Tobago went through its own back and forth before eventually ending up under British rule as well. The transition was not smooth, with various European powers vying for control. Tobago in particular saw a series of conflicts and treaties before the British finally solidified their claim. The islands were now firmly under British control, setting the stage for significant changes. Now, running a colony takes manpower, and the British weren't about to do the heavy lifting themselves. They established a colonial administration to oversee the islands, appointing governors and officials to manage the day-to-day affairs. The British were strategic, focusing on maximizing the economic output of their new territories. They needed labor, and lots of it, to turn their colonial ambitions into reality. Cue the era of plantations and, sadly, slavery. The fertile lands of Trinidad and Tobago were perfect for sugarcane, and the British wasted no time in establishing vast plantations. These plantations required a massive workforce, and the British turned to the transatlantic slave trade to meet their labor needs. The islands became a hub of agricultural production, but at a tremendous human cost. Africans were brought over in droves, forced to work in brutal conditions. The journey across the Atlantic was harrowing, and those who survived faced a life of relentless labor and hardship. The enslaved Africans toiled in the fields from dawn till dusk, their lives marked by suffering and oppression. Yet, even in these dire circumstances, they managed to preserve their culture and traditions. It's a dark chapter, no doubt, but one that needs to be remembered. The legacy of slavery is a painful but integral part of the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Memorials and plaques stand today as reminders of the resilience and strength of those who endured such unimaginable hardships. Remembering this past is crucial to understanding the present and shaping a better future. But amidst the hardship, something remarkable happened. The islands became a melting pot of cultures, with people from different backgrounds coming together. The markets and community gatherings were vibrant with the sounds and sights of diverse traditions. This cultural fusion laid the foundation for a unique and rich heritage that continues to thrive today. Different cultures thrown together by circumstance began to blend. African, Amerindian, European, and later East Indian and Chinese influences started to intermingle. Festivals became a showcase of this cultural diversity, with traditional attire, music, and dance reflecting the island's multifaceted identity. This blending of cultures created a vibrant and dynamic society. African traditions, music and spirit mixed with the existing Amerindian and European influences, creating a unique cultural cocktail. The rhythms of African drums, the melodies of European instruments, and the spiritual practices of the Amerindians all contributed to a rich tapestry of cultural expression. This fusion gave birth to new forms of music, dance, and art that are distinctly Trinidadian. And that, my friends, is where the real magic of Trinidad and Tobago begins. The island's history, marked by struggle and resilience, has given rise to a culture that is both diverse and unified. The scenic landscapes and vibrant festivals are a testament to the enduring spirit of its people. Trinidad and Tobago's journey through time is a story of transformation, where the past and present come together to create something truly extraordinary. Section 4, Freedom, well, mostly, Independence and beyond. Time marches on, and so did the fight for freedom. The people of Trinidad and Tobago were relentless in their pursuit of liberty, justice, and equality. They organized, they protested, and they made their voices heard in every corner of the islands. The abolition of slavery in 1834 was a cause for celebration, a monumental step towards human dignity and rights. It marked the end of a dark chapter and the beginning of a new era. But the journey wasn't over. The road to true freedom and equality was long and winding, filled with challenges and obstacles that tested the resilience of the people. Indentured laborers, mainly from India, arrived to fill the labor gap, bringing with them their own cultures, traditions, and dreams. They worked tirelessly, contributing to the economic and social fabric of the nation. Adding another layer to the cultural tapestry of T&T, these laborers enriched the islands with their vibrant festivals, music, and cuisine, creating a unique blend of cultures that is celebrated to this day. Finally, in 1962, Trinidad and Tobago raised its own flag, free from colonial rule. It was a momentous occasion, a chance to forge their own path, to write their own story. It was a momentous occasion, a chance to forge their own path. The air was filled with hope and excitement as the people of T&T looked forward to a future they could shape with their own hands. But independence wasn't just about politics, it was about self-discovery, about understanding and embracing the unique blend of cultures that make up the soul of these islands. It was a journey of finding their identity and place in the world, about embracing the unique blend of cultures that make up the soul of these islands. It wasn't always easy. There were growing pains, economic ups and downs, and the struggle to build a stable and prosperous nation, and the occasional political hiccup. The road to democracy was fraught with challenges, but the people of T&T remained steadfast in their commitment to building a fair and just society. But through it all, the spirit of T&T remained strong, vibrant, and unyielding. The colorful festivals, the lively markets, and the joyous celebrations were a testament to the resilience and unity of the people, and ready to face whatever the future holds. With a rich history behind them and a bright future ahead, the people of Trinidad and Tobago continue to build a nation that stands as a beacon of hope, diversity, and strength. Section 5, Carnival, Chutney, Limbo. The culture beat goes on, the culture beat goes on. Trinidad and Tobago is a vibrant tapestry of cultures, and nowhere is this more evident than in its festivals and celebrations. Now let's talk about the fun stuff. The energy, the music, the dance, it's all part of the Trini way of life. If there's one thing Trinis know how to do, it's celebrate. From the youngest to the oldest, everyone joins in the festivities. And when it comes to celebrations, nothing tops Carnival. It's the crown jewel of Trinidad and Tobago's cultural calendar. Imagine a massive street party, exploding with color, music, and pure, unadulterated joy. The streets come alive with the sounds of steel pan, soca, and calypso. From the pulsating rhythms of soca and calypso to the dazzling costumes and infectious energy, Carnival is a feast for the senses. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. It's a time to let loose, embrace the bacchanal, and revel in the spirit of Trinidad and Tobago. The sense of community and togetherness is palpable. But Carnival is just the tip of the iceberg. The cultural richness of Trinidad and Tobago extends far beyond this one event. T&T is a melting pot of musical genres, from Chutney, with its Indian roots, to the infectious beats of soca and calypso. And let's not forget steel pan, a unique sound born right here on these islands. The steel pan is more than just an instrument, it's a symbol of Trinidadian ingenuity and creativity. Add in some reggae, dancehall, and a dash of international flavor, and you've got a soundtrack for every mood. Whether you're looking to dance the night away or simply soak in the atmosphere, Trinidad and Tobago has something for everyone. Section 6, Twin Islands, Global Impact TNT in the World. Don't let the size fool you. Trinidad and Tobago might be small, but they cast a long shadow on the world stage. From its energy resources to its cultural exports, TNT has made its mark. Think about it. Where else can you find a nation this small that's produced Nobel Prize winners, world-renowned musicians, and sporting heroes? It's a testament to the talent and resilience of its people, and the world has taken notice. Trini culture, from its music and food to its infectious energy and laid-back vibe, has found a home in every corner of the globe. So the next time you hear a catchy soca beat or savor the flavors of a Trini doubles, remember, this little twin island nation has a lot to offer. Section 7. The future is now. What's next for TNT? As we stand here on the brink of the future, one thing's for sure, Trinidad and Tobago is a nation on the move. Challenges remain, of course, but the spirit of innovation and determination is alive and well. From diversifying its economy to tackling social issues, TNT is looking ahead, ready to embrace the 21st century with the same energy and vibrancy that has defined its history. So raise a glass, of rum punch preferably, to Trinidad and Tobago, a nation small in size but big on heart, history, and a whole lot of soul. The journey continues, and one thing's certain, it's going to be a memorable ride.